What's up, guys? Welcome back. Now we're working with the Bullsnakes. So we need to pair up a bunch of bulls. There's quite a few actually, but we'll just start with the rest of this rack right here. So what we're going to start with is actually one of the most exciting and anticipated clutches of this 2024 season. So they would be our tiger project. So this is one of our female tigers. She's actually the smallest of the bunch, but big enough she can produce, and old enough also. So anyways, we're gonna get her paired up with this male right above her actually. And he can be a piece of work. Don't know why, but he's got attitude, so maybe we'll get lucky today. He won't try to eat me. Alright, okay, so we'll see what happens here. Just kidding, not right now. We'll look later. Anyways, really excited for these guys though. Happy to see if we get eggs, and more than that, what hatches out of the eggs. But we'll have to wait a few months, so. Anyway, that's the only tiger pairing for today. And then we've just got a few other different projects. This is a Kingsville project. This is our big female. She's got the really deep dark red. She's super pretty. She produces some of the nicest babies. This is our male. He's in the blue, so he doesn't look as red, but he's more of an orange, kind of more like rusty coloration, I'd say. He's just a different cross of two lines. She's a pure Ginkter line, and then he's a Ginkter and John Cherry line cross. So he just doesn't have the same sort of deep dark red, but I still think their babies are some of the prettiest things. I've even held back one because I liked it so much. So anyways, those are the Kingsvilles. They should kick in and start breeding really soon actually, about this time of year. And then we've got the rest of the bottom of this rack is actually all part of the Hanam hypo, which is more commonly referred to right now as the red hypo. It's also what people like to call the blue hypo, which is a really great rendition of it. I wish I had more of the blue ones, but anyways, besides that, this is my male visual. He's really pretty. He's got the purple look to him, which is really pretty still. But anyways, he has serious attitude problems. Thanks, John. But he's really pretty, so we keep him around because of that. Anyways, he's going down here with this girl. She's a red double het. So she's het for a hypo and also het for albino. Yes, I know. Okay, go on. Like I said, he has some anger problems. So, anyways, I haven't done that breeding yet before, so this is the first time for that breeding. He's also het albino, so they can produce some really pretty red hypos and also some other red albinos that are het for hypo, and all three red hypo albinos. So, anyway, that'll be a really good one. This is the other version of my he's my other hypo male. He's from more of an outcross version of it, I would say. And so he looks different, but he is in fact a Hanam hypo. And so anyways, he actually has produced some beautiful babies though. That's part of the fun part about different, well, I'm going to say snakes, but any animal really. Like, you can still have a, we'll say ugly, like sire, and they can still produce some of the prettiest babies you've ever seen. So anyway, he's produced some really beautiful stuff in the past. This is who he's going in with today. This is my visual female. I got her from John as well, so she's straight from the source. She also has that really pretty purple coloration, and she gave us her first clutch last year, and so this should be her second clutch this year. She was paired up with somebody else last year, so this is her first time pairing. But since he produced such pretty babies, I'm hoping that we can get similar results this year. So, anyways, you let go of me there, bud. So this is Hanam to Hanam. So everything will be hypo, and it should produce, like I said, some really pretty babies. Maybe even we'll get a couple blues. Alright, and then I've got one more pairing for the Hanams. It's actually going to come from this male. So, fun fact, he is actually a Hanam hypo, but not what you typically see, right? Because he's a Whiteside. And so he is in fact a hypo Hanam Whiteside, and he has also produced some very pretty babies. And I just think he's really pretty himself. The lighting, I'm sorry, is not super good, but anyway, he's one of my favorites. And I'm going to be pairing him with, thank you, good job. Okay. This girl over here, he's usually nicer than that. She is a visual hypo also, from John. She's a hypo albino, a red hypo albino. Anyways, so, again, everything will be hypos that they produce. And, he is also a het albino, so there will be albinos in the clutch, hypos in the clutch. And we'll see what kind of red intensity that we end up with, since she's kind of the only one really bringing that to the table in this pairing. But baby should be really pretty either way. Hey, come here. So, anyways, should be a good one. So that's the last of the Hanams, and then we'll move on to the rest of the bulls. Alright, continuing on with the Bullsnakes. We're in this next rack. So this rack, in fact, is all Bullsnakes. Yeah, I'm pretty proud of that. So, pretty great. Anyways, so let's start up here at the top. So up here we have some cool stuff. Unfortunately, I don't know how cool it is just yet, because there's a lot of possible hets we need to try and prove out this year. So really, half of what we're breeding for this year, we don't even know what we're going to end up with, but we have hopes for what we're going to end up with. So, anyways, this right here, oh, sorry, she's all the way back, is a hypo albino, and she's a possible het for pretty much everything, pretty much. And this right here is a hypo Whiteside. This is Trumbower line hypo, by the way. So this is a hypo Whiteside, and he's possible het for pretty much everything also. So that's what I'm saying. We'll see what really proves out, what we end up with. He is at least guaranteed to be hypo, right? So we'll definitely get hypos. And then also, hey, let's not go strike at the camera. Don't scare Spencer. And then he's also het albino. So we will end up with everything's hypo, which means any albinos are also hypo albinos. So that makes that really easy to figure out, because that can be a tough one. So, anyways, good news is they've already bred at least once when we had them together on March 9th. There was a confirmed breeding, so hopefully there's more of that today. That would be great. Next we have, I guess we'll grab this one. This girl, whoa, my bad. Here is up here at the front, so I can move her a little bit if she'll let me. There we go. Anyway, she's an axanthic patternless Whiteside, and so fun stuff this year we're breeding her to an axanthic patternless, which means the entire clutch will be axanthic patternless. So that's kind of cool. Not really trying to breed for a variety with this clutch, but they're still cool babies either way. So anyway, this is our male. He's just an axanthic patternless. This is Balam line axanthic, by the way. So I wish I worked with some more Miami line for the patternless stuff, but not yet. That's in the future, so stay tuned for that. Anyway, we didn't get a confirmed breed on that just yet, but hopefully we will this week. That male was in with a female last week, and there was a confirmed breeding, which means he's finally kicked in to where he wants to start breeding. So hopefully we get that one locked up today. This is one of my favorite bull snakes, actually. And she's just an albino, but she just has really pretty saddles, and just her color I really love. So anyway, she's just albino, but again, she's het for everything. This male right here, he's a hypo, tromboreline, and he's also hopefully het for everything. We'll find out. Anyway, so they've bred already once. Hopefully we get them breeding again today. We'll see. Oh, just kidding, they haven't bred once. The male bred the other female last time. See that? Right there. Alright. Anyways. Okay. Check this out, alright? Okay, fun fact, I did just clean these cages yesterday. So, excuse the mess. But, anyway, this girl has eggs. Like, guaranteed. She's going early, too. Which is totally fine. But I think I still will just put the male in there just to be sure, because like I said, I usually put males in there until I see a shed from the female, or at least until she goes into the blue, because then that gives me like the for sure sign, like, okay, she's done. I don't need to keep pairing them up at that point. So anyway, this is just Whiteside to Whiteside, but they're het for, oh, what are they guaranteed het for? I'd have to look at the tag. Het, albino and patternless is guaranteed. Also the male I bred last year, and he proved out to also be a guaranteed het hypo for tromboreline. So this will be a variety for sure. Anyways, but everything will be Whiteside at least. Alright, check out this girl. She's a hypo Whiteside. Stillwater line hypo, actually. And, let me introduce her boyfriend. This is Rudolph. If you guys notice, sometimes you'll see some of my males in the videos, especially during breeding season, they'll rub their nose so much that they kind of rub it a little raw. This is because males tend to cruise a bunch during breeding season because they're looking for the female. So they'll like rub up on the edges of the cage, and then unfortunately they'll rub their nose a lot. But it heals and they're fine, that's just what they do. So if you see that, that's all that is. But anyway, he's just ready to breed. It's kind of another sign of what that means. And so he's an axanthic Whiteside, Balaam line. And she's a hypo Whiteside. Like I said, Stillwater line. Hopefully we have a couple of hets that might line up here, and then this is the first time breeding, so surprise. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, I think I need one on that one and that one. Okay, oh, you guys are gonna love this one. Check out that chunk. Anyway, this is a hypo Stillwater line. She's from my yellow version, I guess. I don't know. These are from Jennifer Joseph though, so that's who I got these from. Beautiful animals. Been wanting these for a long time, and then I finally got them a number of years ago. And this will be her first year producing. As you can see, she's literally a giant, so I'm either gonna get a crap ton of eggs or they're gonna be giant eggs. Don't know yet, but we'll see. Anyway, so we're just going for more hypos, and this is the male. He has like just such great yellow coloration. She's got a little more orange to her, but he is really just yellow, and it's just one of my favorite simple morphs in the Bullsnakes is the hypo yellow line of the Stillwaters. And so anyway, just hoping for some really pretty babies out of them. Should be exciting. And I'm like missing purple tags. Alright, this, where are you at? A couple of these you gotta be careful with. This is my Snow. She's actually a hypo Snow. So she's a Trumbor hypo and a Balaam axanthic. And I'm trying to breed her to a new male this year. She has produced a couple clutches for me in the past. Oh, goodness. This is the male I'm trying her with. He's in the blue. But, anyway, he's a hypo Whiteside Tromboreline. She's a het Whiteside. And then he's supposed to be het axanthic and het albino. So, these should produce more snows. Everything will be hypo, so there'll be more hypo snows. And then other combinations from there. I finally did produce my first snow last year, actually. But I feel like snow is a milestone, and so, anyways, your first double recessive, this kind of double recessive, although these all be triple recessives, I guess, but anyway, it'll be cool. So, that one's exciting. And then I've got a couple more in this rack. This one, okay, look at her, okay, she's done too. And what I mean by done is I just mean she's already at the point where she probably doesn't need to be bred again. But like I said, I just do it anyways. So these are both just Whitesides. But these guys are both het hypo and het patternless. So everything they produce will be Whiteside. Hey, what are you doing, silly? But this is het for Stillwater line hypo. And they have patternless. So what I'm hoping to hit is some nice hypo patternless, but they'll be Whitesides too. But this will be some of the Stillwater line, which will be really exciting. So anyway, they've bred a couple times. Well, okay. He's been interested every time, but I haven't seen a walk yet. What are you doing, silly? So anyway, but by the looks of her, I'd say we're probably along the right track anyway. So. Ugh. What is that? Stupid cage in that rack. And then, okay, we've got two more. Bear with me. Okay. Let's talk about some reds again. So this is one of my flame females. Super pretty. And then we've been pairing her up with this guy, who has this really great contrast. He's also a flame. So the flames, these guys are, red hypos, but these are Stillwater line hypo. So that's what flames are. This is that pairing I really want to produce out of. I really love just his black contrast up here. That's just a lot of the Stillwater influence up on his neck and everything. But I think these two will really complement each other. That's a first time pairing, so excited to see what we get out of that. And then, last but not least, is the axanthics. So this is my big female. So this is Miami line axanthics. She is het hypo for Stillwater, which means that she'll produce some ghosts. And so the male I'm pairing her with is also just an axanthic, but he's also het hypo. So everything these guys produce will be axanthic, Miami line. And then we'll also get ghosts, which are the hypo Stillwater line. So we'll get those really pretty ghosts that are Miami Stillwaters. Which may or may not be my favorite rendition of the ghost. And so we can actually just show you one really quick. This girl, I think she's not in the blue. Oh, she is in the blue. Oh well. Anyway, this is the Stillwater Miami ghost. They're really pretty. They have such great contrast. And anyways, so they'll produce more of those and more axanthics. So it'll be a good combo. There's only a couple other Bullsnakes put together. It's just we got the yellow line, which comes from Jason Nelson's banana line, but he calls these ones yellows. So I've been putting these guys together. I don't remember which one I'm doing in this time. I think it's this one. Yeah. So this guy is a hypo yellow Whiteside, Tromboreline line hypo. And then they get this really cool yellow that comes down the back of their tail. I think his tail is one of the coolest things. Anyway. And then she's just a hypo yellow. She's set for Whiteside. She's usually not the friendliest snake in the world, but she'd probably be friendlier if I held her more often. I just don't. Anyway, so that's one more pairing. And then the last one. Oh, I think the last one. She's just a yellow, but she is if I remember right, she produced last year. I think she was het for both hypo and Whiteside. So she'll produce more. This is just another hypo yellow Whiteside. He's just my other male. He's also really pretty. He's actually probably my favorite out of the two. Just really great color. I love his little speckles everywhere. Anyways, really pretty. So I'm doing that pairing too, and they can produce something really nice. And yeah, I think that's it for bull snakes.